Is the Newlands Horseshoe the best high-level traverse in the Lake District? I don't know about the best, but it is pretty good. Okay, maybe not the best, and maybe we should go check it out. Alright then, let's do it. Let's go! Good morning and welcome to the Northwestern Fells. Today I'm heading on Newlands Horseshoe, currently on Catbells, so just heading up to the summit of Catbells up there. Then we're going to be heading on onto Maiden Moors, High Spy, Dalehead, Hindscarth and finally Robinson, dropping back down into the Newlands Valley. I've started from a small parking bay at the bottom of Catbells. There's a few parking spaces there if you get there early enough. This is one of the first walks I did in the Lake District and probably one of the ones that got me hooked the most on fell walking. It's got really nice steep valley sides, it's quite high all the way around, so you've got views in every direction. It's not super technical, but it's a fairly long walk, so I'll show you around today and show you why I really like this walk. It's just after sunrise, but the sun hasn't made an appearance yet because it's pretty cloudy at the moment, so we'll keep an eye on that and hope that it lifts as we head on. Catbells is kind of a family favourite, one that sort of lots of people do with the kids as a first fell. It's nice, a steep little climb, a couple of little tiny scrambly bits, so good one to get youngsters into. If you are doing this walk as part of a family walk and doing Catbells and coming back down, if you head over the top of Catbells, come down to the little col between Maiden Moors and Catbells, you'll see this little path off to the left. Drop down there and you'll drop down to the woods and kind of skirt along the shores of Derwentwater there, which is quite a nice little walk all the way back to Hawes End. Either go back to your car or get the boat back into Keswick. Okay, now we're at the foot of Maiden Moors. It's a big bulk of a hill. You wouldn't really think you're walking on a ridge line when you look at it and you see it in your foreground as you're walking off Catbells. And to be honest, it's probably not my most favourite part of the walk, so how about we just regroup at the top. Boom, here we are, top of Maiden Moors. Like I say, the track up's nothing exciting, but it's not too bad. I've walked worse tracks in my time. When you get up, kind of keep to the right and skirt around the edge of the crags and you'll find the actual summit. It's not that obvious because I'll show you the beautiful cairn right now. Yeah, definitely seen better cairns, and there's certainly some on today's walk which I'll show you shortly. So once you get up Maiden Moors, you kind of really realise how high you are up. The deep valley sides here really kind of give that away, and that's kind of one of the things that really hooked me on fell walking, as to how quickly you can get up so high and feel really high up and exposed. Bit of a camera upgrade since my last walk up Scafell and Scafell Pike, where I clambered up Lord's Rake with a mirrorless camera with a microphone on the top. I now just got the new GoPro Hero 11, so a little bit easier to carry, a little bit wider angle as well, so you guys should get a better view. Also should now be running in 4K, so massive bonus. If you've not checked out my last walk, go to my channel page, check it out. While you're there, if you can hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. It's a massive benefit for small creators like me. Helps us get recognised and get shown to more people, and then we can progress and make better videos. here we are on the top of High Spy, 653 metres. Now you'll see in stark contrast to the cairn on Old Maiden Moor there, and this is the spectacular cairn on High Spy. Certainly back to the old Crocodile Dundee. That's not a cairn, oh, this is a cairn. From here on High Spy we've got some spectacular views in kind of all directions now. Quite literally everywhere you look there is just hills and hills and hills and hills. And now you can finally kind of see Dalehead in its kind of full glory there. It's kind of been a little bit hidden. We've been walking along the ridge line by High Spy and Maiden Moor, but there it is. We're now going to drop down to the little tarn, I think it's Dalehead tarn, and climb back up onto Dalehead. So the path below me here comes up from the Newlands Valley, and there is a Dalehead Horseshoe which comes up the valley here, up onto Dalehead and round Hindscarth, Robinson and back down, kind of a shorter version if you like. Okay, so here we are at Dalehead Tarn, a little bit sheltered up here. You're in a little bit of a bowl once you get to this point after being high up on the exposed ridge. It's a little bit more secluded. It'd be a really nice wild camping spot. There's a nice little clearing just here that's sheltered, so make an ideal little patch, and it's sheltered by these crags just here, so spot on. So I'm now just starting the climb up onto Dalehead. It's probably the last real climb of the day. Once we get up onto Dalehead we just kind of follow along the ridge, a little detour onto Hindscarth, and then following along the ridge again and down Robinson back into the Newlands Valley. Once we're up here there'll be some spectacular views in the southern direction which we haven't had yet. Hey, sun, over here, woohoo, over here, don't be shy. Well, hopefully somebody's getting a bit of sun over there. It's a little bit chilly here, not too bad, but yeah, I'd like a little bit of sun to warm things up, please. Really see those deep valley sides from the glacial erosion as the ice melted away and scooped everything out. Quite spectacular from up here. Another one of those iron fences. Remember that from my Catbells video, which you can see just over there. I'll label it. If you've not watched that and fancy a little bit of gentle, easy scrambling, check it out. There, I think the sun's almost trying. I could almost see a shadow in front of me there. Looks going to be long before we're going to be baking. Can't complain really. It is mid-October and it's not exactly supposed to be hot and sunny. It's not a bad day really. I think we're about 10 degrees, a little bit of a wind chill. Wind isn't too strong. One thing I do love about this time of year though is that there's hardly any people about. I've only actually passed one other person in 3 hours of been walking. Here we are at the summit of Hindscarth. No cane here, but there's a nice little shelter, so I might sit and have a drink and a bite to eat. From here, if you don't fancy doing the full horseshoe, you can actually head down Scope End behind me here and back into the Newlands Valley, where you can pick up some roads and trails back to the car where we started. Also from here we get some really good views along the ridge that we've just walked from Catbells all the way along over Maiden Moors High Spy into Dalehead. Such good views in every direction from this point. It's hard to argue that this isn't one of the best high level traverses in the lakes. Certainly literally every direction you look there is just wall to wall fells. It's not the highest, it's not the most technical, but it's such a good central point, such a good vantage point to see everything around. You've got the Scar Fells, you've got Northern Fells, you've got Glen Cathra and Skiddaw behind me. Such a good vantage point. So now we're going to head back along the ridge, but we're going to drop onto the other side as to what we just came, and then bear around to the right and over to Robinson. The sun's definitely given up trying to get out now. A really cold wind rushing up the valley and it's coming in a little bit dull, so I've donned another layer to try and keep warm. So here we are, the summit of Robinson, the final summit of the day, final summit of the Newlands Horseshoe. It's a little bit windy up here. I've just managed to shelter behind the summit cairn shelter that's on the top here. Some fantastic views which I shall show you. So as a high level traverse, is this the best in Lakeland? Maybe not, it's all personal preference and what you want. I think it's a pretty great one because you get up nice and high, it's quite central so you get views in all directions. It's not too technical, a little bit of sort of steppy rocky bits but nothing too technical, so good for anybody really. It's quite a long day out. I think it's going to probably end up being about 12 miles by the time I get back to the car, but it doesn't feel that long to be fair. So I'm now going to head back down into the valley via Blee Crags and High Snab Bank, back down to, I think it's High Snab Farm. Here you can see Scope End that comes down off Hindscarth that I mentioned before when we were up there. It's not a bad route down actually, I've done that one before. So this is Blee Crags, a little bit of a, I think they call it the bad step, so a little bit of a tricky one. It looks worse than it is though. That's about it for today's walk. I've just got to head back down the last bit of High Snab Bank, cross over the valley and skirt around the bottom of the fells back to the car. If you enjoyed this walk, give it a thumbs up. If you fancy something a bit more technical, then check out this video, and I shall see you in the next one.